Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy is confirming progress on an agreement that could help bridge the public rift between him and U.S. President Trump. This is all about a deal on Ukraine's critical minerals, one Trump has been pushing for. And Crystal Gamansing's been following this all morning for us, but some significant new developments on the story, Crystal, as President Zelenskyy spoke to reporters in Kyiv. What did we learn from him just in the last hour or so?
Well, Heather, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy is saying that the deal that we've been talking about, he sees it as more as a framework that can lead to other deals between the United States and Ukraine. And this all comes down to that very important key for Ukraine, that the U.S. partake in some sort of security guarantee that would enable there to be lasting peace should a deal be reached between Ukraine and Russia with the help of the United States. Now, this is a bit of a situation that we're trying to follow closely because there is some mixed messaging coming out of Ukraine. A little while ago, we did hear from the Ukrainian Prime Minister saying that there was a deal. They would be signing it later today in Ukraine. The president now coming out saying it's not necessarily the final deal, more of an agreement for a framework that they could build on in the future. And they're looking at this as more of a shared pot where resources, natural resource revenues would be put into this shared pot. The United States would have access to that. About 50% of Ukraine's revenues would go into that pot from minerals, and then the United States will be able to access that. This all goes back to the American president saying, future support really hinges on what can Americans get out of this? What is the benefit to taxpayers? And Trump saying that he wanted some of Ukraine's mineral riches. Take a listen to what the Ukrainian president had to say a short while ago about this now framework of an agreement.
I have questions, and we very need answers, very honest answers, because we are in war and we have to understand on what we can count. So what is important? That signal that before that we can ask each other very important questions, as I said, and to get answers. And before Putin, and of course, before Putin will meet with the president, if they will meet, and other, it's a decision of the President Trump. But I want to coordinate our position with American position.
That coordination absolutely critical right now, Heather, as the Ukrainian president clearly laid out. They are still in a war, still trying to defend their territory against invading Russian forces. And we know that the U.S. president wants to get a deal, wants to show there's some benefit to the American taxpayers here. And it was just yesterday in the evening that Trump said that they had a deal, that it appeared that Zelenskyy wanted to come to the United States to sign it. So there is a deal, but considered more from the Ukrainian side as a starting framework, Heather.
Crystal, thank you very much. Crystal Gamansing in London. And as Crystal has been reporting to us, again, more on the Ukrainian side, Reuters, literally as Crystal was reporting live to us from London, Reuters coming out with a report quoting a White House official saying, if President Zelenskyy says the minerals deal isn't finalized, if it's just a framework, then this official says he or she doesn't see why an invitation to meet Trump makes sense at this point. So some question about whether Friday's meeting will in fact take place. That's just moving right now, and obviously there will be further detail on that.